What is up, everybody? Miles here, back with my episodic review of MythCraft, the podcast. Just a little, got my Baldur's Gate 3 copy in, and I said I was going to record every day, so I'm going to put out this recording before I no-life Baldur's Gate 3. Real excited for that. Haven't played it yet, so no spoilers. But wanted a physical copy, so had to wait a year to get it. Anyway, so we are in episode 16, Unfinished Business. We are in episode 16, Unfinished Business. We immediately jump into combat. We left off where they were in the shadow. They got confronted by some hooded figures. Lucian immediately buffs Thistle. I love Lucian knows his roles and he makes sure everybody is taken care of. He doesn't waste his utility. Because there's a lot of games. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody has been in a game where the bard forgets to give bardic inspiration, or the healer doesn't have healing spells. But Lucian is always on top of supporting his friends. The hooded figures, they're clearly after Lucian. I think they say something along the lines that he's going to pay, he's a traitor, blah, blah, but he ends up getting stabbed. Lucian catches a lot of the slack here. Roger does really good combat banter. He reminds me of TJ, always has something to say back. Always has, like, he can just flow. He can ad-lib. Has he taken improv? But he's really good at that. Now I really need a bad guy speech or some bad guy banter from Roger. I just need a campaign where he's the villain or the secret bad guy, and he just goes on like a whole speech monologue. Gordon Blue is basically an alchemist. He keeps like making these potions and concoctions and throwing them at people. Because I was wondering how he was gonna fight, since it's so weird when people make old man characters, because it's just like, they're gonna die, especially when you have to stick with the gimmick of them like not being able to move quickly, or just he has a walker. Gordon has a walker. Okay. Rumpaflorp is good at finger tutting. He does some kind of I don't know how you finger tut, but yeah, there we go. But he does some kind of like power where he does like finger tutting moves. It's Rumpaflorp is pretty weird. It just happens a lot. He's a weird little klepto. Keres yells at Lucian for keeping secrets from her. I love finding out the new people's powers, like Toman and Gordon and Rumpaflorp. I like seeing like what all can everybody do, or what all do they have in their arsenal. So I love seeing that. So getting into combat right after meeting new people is a great way to grow bonds and figure out what the new people can do. Gordon reminds me of this old workout guy from the 80s. His name's Richard Simmons. His line was always like, "Let's get active." Gordon said that a lot in this episode. He was like, "Oh, you want to get active? Let's get active." And I don't know why I was doing this with my hands. It's like he got a slinky or something. I don't know, but yeah, he's just a workout guy from the 80s, I think. Lucian tries to like leave out of the alley, but he steps into a trap of vines. Somebody set a trap for him, or cast a spell on him, and he's tangled by vines, and he's no longer can move. they trade blows back and forth. I'm not going to get into like the semantics and all the longevity of the episode, combat episode. Go listen to it. It's a great episode. I love that Lucian and Keres are having just a casual conversation about him lying and not telling her everything. As he's tied up. They're in the middle of a fight, and she just throws a spear, and just like, not now. I'm talking. It's hilarious to me. That was hilarious. Lucian ends up dropping to 0 HP, and MythCraft, I'm not gonna look it up now, but I'm pretty sure in MythCraft, when you drop to 0 AP, you don't die until you fail all your death savings. Could be totally wrong about that. Don't go look it up for yourself. But when they drop to 0 HP, they can still keep going and keep doing things. But I guess when they fail all their death saving throws, then they kaput. Toman ends up laying out the last guy, and his final breath, he says, "He will come for you like he did your parents." Talking to Lucian. Who is he? Was Lucian's parents in the web? Does Harlow know something about that? And I think way back in the earlier episodes, Harlow did say something about Lucian's parents or something when they got on the boat. Or Lucian asked Harlow about his parents. Not really sure. After the fight, Cindel comes out of hiding, and she's completely shook by the fight, the carnage, the blood. Some guy has arrows in his chest. She's just completely shooken by it, and she's like, I don't want. She tries to run away, and Keres ends up catching her. And Keres ends up, catching her and taking her out of the alley. Don't want her to see too much of this carnage. They loot the bad guys, and they find some nick and knacks. And Rumpaflorp finds a letter, and he can't read it. He gives it to Lucian, and it reads, "There are 2 traitors, Lucian and the Majin. Find them and kill them." Lucian kind of tucks the letter away. We don't know who the Majin is, but yeah. So, and this is you could say it's metagaming or whatever, but Majin, it's not Majin, it's Majin, because I tried to, Majin, but Nathan corrected him when he said it wrong, he said the name wrong. So it makes me think Nathan knows, unless it's book related. If it's book related, then it could be anything. But I bet it's Hildegard. I always get these theories from later on, and I'm just like, oh, that makes sense now. Anyway, they end up heading to the tavern, and they get rooms. Thistle and Lucian are in a room together, and she asks him, are there going to be more bad people coming for them? Lucian, of course, just talks his way through it. We find out officially, I think Lucian admits it now, that he was or is in the web, but he never got an assignment before he left to help the group or go on an adventure with the group. So they took that as him leaving the web and clarified him as a traitor. Thistle ends up having the sweetest, warmest moment with Lucian. Oh my God, my heart, my soul, my tear ducts. Oh man, that was a good job. That was a good job because I felt that. I was like, Mal. You play that part but anyway. Then we cut over to Gordon and Toman's room, and they're in that horse playing, kind of shadow boxing and pillow forting it and pillow fighting it up in there. Then Keres stands guard in the hallway, and the episode ends. This is a great episode. There was combat, there was lore, there was suspicion, there was we was playing Among Us for a minute. So this was definitely a great episode. There was a lot of things happening, a lot of gears moving. I think I said last time we got past the awkward of like, oh, these new players are here. Gordon's great, Rumpaflorp's great, Toman's great. I do think Toman's a little simple, but I mean, I feel like that's Nathan trying to get away from, because Hildegard, I feel, is so complex, and there's a lot of like how to play Hildegard, and this is my opinion. So I think Nathan was like, let me go simple, big buff guy, mercenary, not like, don't have to worry about much. So I think that's why he's so simple. Is like, I don't know much of his backstory or where he's from or anything, but I think that's why Toman's like the least complex one. You just want to have a break for your players sometimes. You can't be coming up with these advanced characters every go round. You know, you get tired every now and again. Anyway, Gordon, of course, like I said, I think Cody likes the mysterious thing, but Rumpaflorp is interesting. He is very interesting. He talks about his master a lot. I'm ready to know more about Roger's parents. Are they still alive? Are they dead? Did the web kill them? Did Harlow kill them? Was that his last mission? He killed some innocent people and left a little boy as an orphan, and he was like, I'm out of the web. And yeah, so great episode. 8 out of 10 for me. 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10. Yeah. As always, join them in the Discord. Go talk to them. Figure out, throw your theories in there. I'm always throwing my theories in there. Thanks for tuning in to Miles TV. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. Tell me what you want me to review. Tell me your theories. All of the above. I'll see you in the homebrew. I'll see you in the MythCraft, the podcast Discord. Peace. Bye.